2. And big game now here in round 9.
All right, and they are getting ready.
We got Mr. Nakamura. And we're going to hit them with 24. And now he's thinking, Magnus is just going to play for a draw if I play e5. Nah. And he's going for c5.
Okay, so actually Hikaru managed to surprise Magnus there. Magnus was in a good mood. He was kind of making fun of his opponent a little bit there, but look at Hikaru. He's the one who's having the last laugh.
Is he singing, Hikaru? I don't know if we can get sound on
him. I know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go for something dubious here that I know is dubious because I need to win the game. I actually played this, and the correct line is to play e6, but because I need to win the game, I'm going to play g6.
Wow, we're getting a lot of information from the fact that these two are streaming. So Magnus was like, oh, he's probably going to just go for the draw. And then Hikaru was like, no, I got to win this. I need to win this Title Tuesday. So I'm not going to play the moves I know to be true.
I love it. I love it. Like, would you define that as trash talking? It's like borderline, right, for both. They're both trying to predict the future, but they're like, oh, yeah. I mean, Hikaru just wants to win this game. He's in great spirits, of course. Magnus trying to get inside Hikaru's head. Magnus watches a lot of Hikaru's streams, so he knows the type of thing Hikaru says. But yeah, in the meantime, it is that dubious line that Hikaru mentioned. I've had this myself actually from the white side, and it tends to be a bit better for white. Again, pawn center, the theme of the day so far. Magnus also has a bishop pair to back it up. But you have to watch out for the sniper on the long square, on the dark square diagonal, and some pressure from the queen.
I thought Hikaru was singing again. I'm trying to hear him. He's certainly singing something.
Silent singing.
Darn it. I really wanted the sound of this.
Hikaraoke. Nakamura. Okay.
Caught in a bad romance. Okay, rook b8 looks like a move.
Wow.
Romama gaga ooh la la. Roma ma gaga ooh la la. Okay, bishop c4 looks a little bit weird to me.
This is very funny. I feel like chess commentary is our chess commentary was challenged there, David. I mean, how could you say it better than that?
I know. I didn't want to interrupt.
No.
I mean, this whole relationship, Magnus and Hikaru, it feels like a bad romance where they're just they love each other, but they're trying to beat each other over the board. And yeah, it's nice to see Hikaru in such good spirits.
I've seen a lot of TikTok edits of Magnus and Hikaru's. Like,
oh, really?
They're very strange, these edits. I recommend them for people who don't even care about chess, because the way they are edited makes it seem like there's some kind of dramatic romance and they're always jealous of each other and they're secretly friends. Like, it's very funny.
Yeah, and they're almost in sync. Like, Magnus had a kid 3 months later, Hikaru has one.
And now they're in sync on the board, on the clocks.
Exactly.
We got a viewer saying that imagine if this was allowed over the board, just singing bad romance.
Why not? Why not? Like, you got to beat your opponents, somehow over the board, on the clock. You've got to get in their heads. Why not be able to distract them too? I think chess is heading more in that direction. We see a lot of players like Esports World Cup play with headphones. And the crowds are allowed to cheer, so why not the players allowed to sing? In the meantime, Magnus no longer with an advantage, apparently. He did play his bishop out to c4. We heard Hikaru say, oh, bishop c4 feels wrong. Just 3 moves later, Magnus had to bring that bishop all the way back home to f1. So Hikaru was right. And suddenly, Magnus has a bit of a problem here. The rook is attacked, and the only 2 safe squares are to trade off for the black rook. Once that happens, there's going to be a total obliteration of the center, and black is hitting it with 1, 2, 3, 4 pawns, 4 pieces, and Magnus has let things slip. He's giving up his rook. This is exploding.
Show goes on. Maybe I got lucky by accident. Like, I didn't even see this move. I only saw rook c2, rook b1.
Wow, so Hikaru's saying that he might have gotten lucky because now he is slightly better according to our evaluation bar. Magnus not speaking as much. He seems to be concerned.
Yeah, Magnus is not happy. This is the most trouble he's been.
Is Hikaru going to start singing again? He looks close.
Let's see.
Or queen c sub.
No, he's still talking chess.
Yeah, Hikaru has the advantage here for those at home because of the pawn structure. It's not so much about the bishop pair anymore for white. It's all about the fact his center was broken. And if you count the weak pawns, white has one in the center that could get attacked by a black knight. Not yet, because the knight is pinned. But there's also 2 isolated pawns. Now 3 pawns actually all under fire. And Hikaru's pawn structure, meanwhile, very harmonious. Magnus strategically suffering. And he's saying to Hikaru, please take this pawn now. Once the dust settles, white's bishop will go snipe from afar. But Hikaru's not going to oblige. He's not going to clarify this. He's going to bring his rook into the game. Hikaru's in the driver's seat. There we go. Looking very nice. This is the type of position Magnus would love to just turn the board around and play from the black side.
And it's very inspiring that Hikaru is so aware of the tournament situation, the fact that he is 1 point behind Magnus. He has to win, so he's going to take some chances, and he is slightly better. He knows he has a good opportunity, but will he overextend the position a little bit, perhaps, in the search for a win?
Yeah, and at least in the first split, in the autumn split of Titled Tuesday, Hikaru had a good score against Magnus. He did take, I believe, 1 loss, but he also won a few games. Magnus was blundering a lot against Hikaru, and it does feel like, again, the dynamics between these two, the head-to-head, it keeps going back and forth, and this time it might be in Hikaru's favor. The clocks are still level, but can he turn this into some kind of tangible advantage? Hikaru still can't really take this pawn in the center, as this pawn on the side of the board would be hanging long-term, so he goes with his knight instead. That's a great move. Oh, that pawn is attacked 3 times now. Magnus in big, big trouble, has to defend it.
We'll look at his concentrated face. He's not saying anything. And he's spending some time.
Calculating.
Rook b1 is no good.
I can also feel like when Hikaru is singing and he's kind of like talking about completely other things than chess, that's when you can tell like he thinks he's doing really well.
Yeah.
And when Magnus is just speaking like in chess notation, that means his mind is completely in the game right now. He's not thinking about anything else than finding the best move.
Exactly. He knows he's in trouble, Magnus. And whoa, he goes for a bit of a speculative sacrifice. That bishop was untouchable because the black knight was hanging. And Hikaru reacts very quickly himself. That was a missed opportunity for Hikaru Nakamura, who could have brought his knight forward, not backed up with the queen. Apparently bringing the knight forward on the last move would have been very strong. But Magnus makes a mistake back. The clock is telling a huge part of the story here. The white king getting out of the way of knight checks. But the white king is not too safe here on the edge of the board. There will be bishop checks long term. And white's pieces, they're just so loose. The bishop, the queen, they're hanging together by a thread. Neither of them can really move. And Hikaru's trying to overwhelm Magnus now, adding some pressure to those pieces. That knight had to be removed before it took a bishop. Now a pawn stands on this square. Magnus is just caught in 2 minds. He's tied up. The rook is coming.
Ooh, less than a minute. Less than a minute for Magnus.
Hikaru's better, but is it decisive? Is it game-winning? That's the question. I don't think it is yet. Opposite color bishops do add a drawish tendency, so I think a draw is the most likely.
Look at his reaction.
What's Hikaru done here? He's brought his rook forward. That looks like a good move, but he's missed the fact that the pawn is hanging.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, the queen attacks the rook, so there's no time to come and take this bishop. Oh, Hikaru just lost a pawn. He has to go back. Magnus is suddenly better. Pawn up.
Wow.
Oh, huge blunder from Hikaru. No longer playing for a win on the board.
Both have approximately the same amount of time, about 40 seconds each. It's going to be a time scramble, I think.
No more singing now. No more talking, dancing, nothing.
Oh, what a wasted opportunity for Hikaru to lose that extra pawn.
He's still fighting, though. He's attacking this pawn, which is defended by the white king, and Magnus has blundered against Hikaru again. That pawn can still be taken. Apparently, knight takes pawn now is a winning move, but that is so difficult to see.
Oh, but what is going on?
Wow, this pawn is...
What is going on?
Will Magnus repeat the position? No, he gets the queens off. Oh my gosh, there were tactics there. It was actually a deep, deep tactic. We might talk about that one later. It would have been the black rook that came down to the second rank to end it. But now, Hikaru is still in trouble. His knight is trapped on the edge of the board. He's putting pressure, though, on the bishop. 20 seconds. This is going to be the clock, though. What a weird position. Look at these knights. Look at these knights.
How did the knights get here?
Magnus desperate to get the queens off. Endgame should be safe for him with that pawn advancing. Still much better, but the clock. It's all about the clock.
Oh my gosh, it's going to be an insane time scramble.
Hikaru's a pawn up. He stopped the pawn. He's kept his rook on. Magnus now is the one fighting for a draw, and he's going to get the black rook. It's a totally drawn position, but the black king is coming. Magnus in trouble on the board and the clock.
Who's the fastest? Who is the fastest at pre-moving?
Wow, this is all about speed, but it's so easy to push pawns. Magnus cannot make any easy moves. His king gets around, though.
Ooh.
Black king goes back. Oh, 4 seconds versus 5 seconds. Hikaru's totally winning on the board. Those pawns are coming. 3, 2. Oh, can he save it, Magnus? No, it's a check, and Hikaru's going to make a new queen and win the game. We see Hikaru lean back and win.
Oh, wow.
Good game, but come on, that was a bit of a choke.
Wow.
No. So knight b3 was a...
Okay, let's hear what Hikaru's saying. He seemed to be... He was celebrating a little bit there, Hikaru. And Magnus immediately goes to analyze what went wrong, something on b3. He was aware that he had a decent position earlier on.
Knight f2 is actually winning? What the heck?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see what he was saying in that situation.